This episode is brought to you by Undeniably Dairy. Dairy farmers are more than farmers. They're climate caretakers. They see water as a precious resource. Most farmers recycle water up to 4 times, from chilling the milk to irrigating the crops. And some even use technology to turn manure into renewable energy. To learn more about what dairy farmers are doing to make their farms more sustainable, visit usdairy.com.
This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for September 1st, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Metallica have another song joining the Billionaires Club on Spotify. Nothing Else Matters, the third single to be released from the 16-time multi-platinum 1991 Black album, has now reached 1 billion streams on Spotify, marking the group's second track to do so on the streaming platform following Enter Sandman. The band's official upload of the music video for Nothing Else Matters achieved 1 billion streams on YouTube in the summer of 2021. Taylor Swift has announced she's bringing the Eras Tour to movie theaters. Less than a week after completing the first leg of her Eras Tour with a pair of shows in Mexico City, Taylor Swift announced yesterday that a concert film titled Taylor Swift: The Eras Tours was shot in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, where she played a half a dozen shows. The movie is set to hit theaters on October 13th. Tickets are on sale now at AMC's website, Cinemark's website, and on Fandango. Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson have announced the launch of People's Fund of Maui. In response to the devastating wildfires in the Hawaiian city, kicking things off, the two have put in an initial $10 million towards the fund from their own money. The fund aims to distribute financial assistance to those who have been displaced and impacted by the natural disaster. Winfrey and Johnson established the fund in close partnership with a highly respected advisory board, receiving support from the local community and its longtime residents. All adults 18 years old and older who reside in the affected regions of Lahaina and Kula and have since been displaced by the fires can each qualify to receive $1,200 a month, which each recipient may use however they best see fit as they personally recover. The final recorded work of late Gwar vocalist Dave Odorous Yorungus Brockie has arrived on digital service platforms. The group included the track Tammy the Swine Queen on the just-released 10th anniversary edition of their final album with Brockie, Battle Maximus. Elias Soriano has announced he's joining Taproot on their new single, Favorite Song. The track comes from Taproot's 7th studio album, Scissors, which is set for release on September 29th. Taproot are also starting their tour in Madison, Wisconsin tomorrow, with stops in New England and New Bedford, Massachusetts on November 2nd at the Vault, and at Wally's at Hampton Beach, New Hampshire on November 3rd. Timbaland, Nelly Furtado, and Justin Timberlake have reunited for Keep Going Up, a brand new single featuring the 3 titans of the aughts. You can stream the song online. The trio previously collaborated on 2007's Give It To Me, which hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Pearl Jam began their fall 2023 tour last night at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, and they performed their 1993 song Indifference as an opener for just the 3rd time ever, and the first time since March 6th, 1994. Eddie Vedder also announced to the crowd that his kids had recently watched Pearl Jam's 1992 MTV Unplugged performance, which he had to admit he didn't remember filming. After watching it with his kids, he said it was quite good. Former Dire Straits guitarist John Sonny has reportedly died of unspecified causes at the age of 68. The band's official Twitter account paid tribute to Sonny, best known as the other guitarist alongside frontman Mark Knopfler, on their 1985-1986 Brothers in Arms tour. Sonny also played guitar synthesizer on the song The Man's Too Strong on the 1985 Brothers in Arms album, which has sold over 30 million copies worldwide to date. Maneskin have shared their new single, Honey, Are You Coming? The new offering arriving shortly after the release of their latest album, Rush. The band kicks off their highly anticipated Rush World Tour this weekend and are set to perform at the MTV Video Music Awards coming up on September 12th. Peter Gabriel has released another new song from his upcoming album, I.O. You can hear the song Love Can Heal online right now. Gabriel said the song was written back in 2016 and he debuted it live that year during the North American tour with Sting. At the time, he dedicated it to Joe Cox, a British politician murdered by an extremist that summer. And a Texas law designed to put strict controls on access to adult websites was blocked by a federal judge yesterday, one day before it was set to go into effect, in a decision that could prove a bellwether of similar legal challenges now playing across the country. Since the beginning of 2023, when the state of Louisiana began requiring age ID verification on websites deemed to contain, quote, substantial portion of adult content, Texas, Utah, Montana, Virginia, Arkansas, and Mississippi have passed copycat legislation. Opponents of the bills, such as the Free Speech Coalition, a trade association of the adult entertainment industry, filed the lawsuit over the Texas law alongside with co-plaintiffs, including Pornhub, argue that they are unconstitutional insofar as they violate the First Amendment. Internet freedom advocates argue that their implementation entails enormous privacy risks, including the possibility that the government could monitor your consumption of adult content. And new releases out today include the aforementioned Gwar Battle Maximus 10th Anniversary Edition, Jethro Tull's Broadsword and the Beast 40th Anniversary Edition, Neil Young and Crazy Horse Odeon Budokan Vinyl Reissue, Peter Frampton at Royal Albert Hall, and The Pretenders Relentless. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 169, featuring Ben Bruce from Asking Alexandria, is available now. And check out this week's bonus episode featuring Jeff Keith from Tesla.
To those who visit Mickey D's for their favorite breakfast item and then go somewhere else for coffee, give this Mickey D's brew a second chance. The glow up was real.
Try any size iced coffee brewed with 100% Arabica beans for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. And pair it with a savory sausage McMuffin with egg for $2.79. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.